ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. In transfer of knowledge, two persons are involved. One is the one who is giving the knowledge, and the second one who is receiving the knowledge. See? But the transfer of knowledge happens in a very unique manner, where teaching is not done, but the learning happens. This is the art of communication. Normally what happens, teachers, they go on telling do's and don'ts. Don't do this, this should not be, that should not be done. No. The point should be brought to the cognition of a student by giving the value to something. All of us are living that of which we are convinced. Today we are all convinced that I am body. Even if God comes and tells, no Baba, you are not body, you are Sakshat Paramatma, you are divine. Oh, I am divine, you don't know me. Because we are convinced that I am body, and therefore we are not required to be told. What is our life if we had to write our biography? Living by the body, living for the body, living on everybody. That is all. And if we die and go up there, and he will ask us, hey, I sent you as a human being on this planet. What did you do? What is your production? What you have done? What we will tell? I will tell. I am a South Indian, Keralite. I have consumed 3 truckloads of rice. Okay, then, but I was staying in Punjab. Therefore, I have consumed 7 tankers of milk. Wow. What did you produce? Gobar. See, friends, the difference between human beings and animals is only this much. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunancha, samanya etat pashubhi nridam, dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha, dharmena hina pashubhi samana. Ahara, eating. Nidra, sleeping. Bhaya, sense of insecurity. Maithunam, procreation. These 4 things are common between human beings and animals. If this is our biography, then God will correct his mistake. My dear, I am sorry. It was my mistake that I made you human being. Kindly go back to pig and keep on producing in liters. See, friends, we are human beings because we have values. And those values are called Dharma Shastra. See, Dharma Shastra, I am not talking about Hindu, Muslim, Christian. I am not talking about that. Dharma Shastra is what? What is the dharma of fire? Dharma of fire is it burns. Fire can't be cold. Therefore, remaining hot is a natural state for the fire. In the same manner, if we are human beings, what is our dharma? See, friends, I have one mantra which I have written for all the people. And that mantra is very simple. That mantra will give you all the knowledge that you require. And in that, the approach is practical and simple. It's not difficult. I am not going to tell you complicated things. Stand on one leg, do pranayam, and suffer in your nose, or do the asana and get locked in your padmasana, or go to the temple and break the coconut. I am not going to tell you that. Practical. See? So what is that? I'll play for you and request you to listen with all sincerity. That is what is your contribution.
Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करना अटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
This is a synopsis of all the human values. Very simple. So, we are human beings only because of dharma. So, what is our dharma? The dharma of our eyes is we are able to see the colors and forms. The dharma of our ears is our ability to hear the sounds and words. The dharma of our mind is we are able to feel the problems, situations of the people around us. The dharma of our intellect is we are able to negotiate through the difficult situations with wisdom. And the dharma of our being is we are born happy. Where do we go wrong in our life? One day I went to somebody's house for food. That is one of my professional hazards. I have to go and take food in people's house. This evening I am going to Sir's house also. And I am ready for any challenge. See? Because what goes inside, God also doesn't know. So, when we go to their house, they will be giving us all kinds of foods. And then we have to eat that. And not only that, we have to tell it is good. How many times you can tell lies? But I do that. See? So when we are taking food, that food is meant for what? For three purposes. It should satiate our hunger, it should give us nutrition, it should keep us healthy. So that is the dharma of the food. See, in the same manner, what is our dharma? Our dharma is we are born to express happiness. Be attentive. But are we able to express happiness? If not, why? So the example I was telling you, when I went to somebody's house for food, and that Amma was preparing, and a husband was standing nearby, and he was talking to himself. Oh God, these days these people sell this phone. He had an iPhone. iPhone I recently bought. It is hanging. These people are cheats. So when he was talking like this, whenever the husband is confused, miserable, the wife is happy. It's a universal rule. So she said, you know nothing. Ask Swamiji what happened. We are fit for every problem, like a master key. So he said, Swamiji, my phone is hanging. What should I do? I said, okay, take it here. Then go to settings. Gone? Yes. Now there are many options. One option is revert to factory settings. Click that. Here, click that. Now there are two options. All the data will be erased. Yes and no. Say yes, he did yes. His phone was clean. Then I told him, now restart. He restarted. Wow, Swamiji started. I said, yes. Then the wife was very happy. I told you, you know nothing. Then I told her, I said, Amma, it is true, he knows nothing. Had he known, he would never have married you. See? Then she became, oh, you are taking his side. I said, no, simple rule is, why our phone hangs? Every device has its own limitation, its own capacity. But what happens? Because there are many free downloads, free apps, keep on downloading. We are not even using 1/10 of the apps. And as a result, our device gets choked up and hangs up. Jaun to jaun kaha? This is our story. Why? Because we are not following dharmo hitesham adhiko visheshaha. The human values are this. Are we here to get happiness, or are we here to express and distribute happiness? See, Dr. Saab has quoted one verse from Bhagavad Gita. I also know Bhagavad Gita. What does he think? I will tell one Bhagavad Gita verse. This is a very common verse from Bhagavad Gita. Many people oft quote it here and there. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu ma te sanghastu akarmani. Normally this verse is translated in the following manner, a wrong manner. And this I understood when one student asked me this question in one college. See, our country is not progressing because of Gita. I said, wow, tell me how? Gita tells, do your job, don't expect any results. I said, where it is written? It is said, Karmanya Madhikara said, do your job. Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, don't worry about results. I said, Maharaj, that is not the meaning. Go a little deeper. Then you will understand what is said by Bhagavad Gita. Now be very attentive. I am taking you deep dive. Do we have an option to live yesterday or tomorrow? We have no option. We have to live now, is it not? First principle. Now, is it not easier to live in the present than to go back in the past? Like this gentleman, he told about me in the past. 99% was bluff. But I didn't want to discourage him. With such a great enthusiasm, he has prepared. This Babaji is like that. Never mind. See, if you really want to live in the present, you will be never bringing your past in the present. See. Second thing, we cannot live in the future. We have to live in the present. So when we drop the past and the future, we will be available 100% in the present. 100% availability in the present is a human value. See, friends, not difficult. Now you heard this mantra. What was one of the mantra? Wherever I am, whenever I am, whatever I am, I shall be 100%. Where are you in this conference? When are you? Now. What are you? Participants. Are you 100%? Pata nahi, when they are going to stop this lecture? I have to go for a movie. Will you enjoy? Human values are not something great. Simple things. So if we understand this principle, that we have no choice but to act. We have no choice. And every action is done only in the present. You cannot do anything yesterday, you cannot do anything tomorrow. So if every action is done in the present, and then out of that action you imagine, like if I imagine, After my lecture is over, you will be all happy and stand up and give me a standing ovation. Thereafter I will become happy. So what I am doing unknowingly, I am postponing my happiness in the future period of time, is it not? Those who postpone their own happiness in the future period of time, they can never be happy in life. See? Second thing, don't seek happiness. Then express happiness. Life becomes very simple. We express life through 3 channels: body, speech and mind. So whatever work we have to do, in whatever position we are, do that work happily. Oh God, I wanted to go, but this meeting is coming and I don't do this thing. Useless fellows. See, such people are a burden on the earth. Don't seek happiness. Express happiness. See? Second thing, we talk. Talk happily. Not, this world is full of miseries. Whenever I see the poor people, I feel so bad. Don't talk that rubbish. This world is full of happiness, full of cheer. Don't we like somebody is happy? So if we remain happy, try that. And then the last and the most important thing, think happily. When you think happily, you will not be destructive. A miserable person, when he thinks, is destructive. Take just example. It is just an example. It is not true, but example is there. Suppose I go and tell to my girlfriend. Therefore I told example. Don't worry, he will write again. Swamiji had a girlfriend, but he did not. Who knows? See? Suppose I have a girlfriend and I go and tell her, honey, darling, today I am so happy, I just want to cut you into small pieces. It cannot happen. See, so what are the human values? We are born to express happiness. See, there is no other purpose. And therefore, human beings only can laugh. Have you seen a female buffalo going and male buffalo coming, looking at each other, giving a smile? No. They cannot laugh because they have no values. They are only animals. They know only ahara nidra bhaya maitunancha. Eat, procreate, all the time worried about security and sleep. If that is all that we do, God has made a mistake in making us human beings. Therefore, human values are this. We are living in the present. We live fully. We express happiness to the best ability. Then what will happen? You will never be tired. Friends, whenever you do anything happily, you will not be tired. One example. Once I went to somebody's house for dinner or lunch, and after the food was served, we were eating. Then I told, out of formality, to that Amma, I said, Amma, such a lovely dinner. After many years I am eating. Thank you so much. So, my friend told Swamiji, when you have come, she made such a lovely food. But we never get such a food. I said, then what should I do? Tell me. No, why this happens? I said, you ask her. She said, Swamiji, I also don't know. But this is true, what is telling. When I am cooking for you, the food comes out very tasty. But when I cook for him, it doesn't come out tasty. What is the reason? Ghar ki murgi, dal barabar. I said, Mama, when I come to your house once in a while, you love me, you respect me. Whenever you do anything for a person whom you love and respect, you are full of energy, cheer, happiness, and you do anything out of happiness, it can never be a failure. See, one South Indian got married to a Punjabi. One girl, South Indian girl, no, Punjabi. Now South Indian is more idli dosha. First of all, they will be making out of that batter idli for 3 days idli. Still the batter is there. Next 2 days it will be uttapam. Still the batter is there. Then there will be masala dosa. Still the batter is there. Then there will be paper dosha. Easiest way to do. But Punjabi, they will have to make the roti every day. And this South Indian girl, frustrated. Oh God, every day, roti, roti, roti. In that house, everybody was having constipation. Because she was not cooking happily. See, friends. Therefore, now third point. When we are doing everything to express happiness, we are not worried about the future. Because, be attentive, because we are expressing happiness, we are not seeking happiness. When you seek something, you are dependent on somebody. When you express, your freedom. How this can happen? This can happen, third point. Ma karma phala heturvhuhu. Whatever we are doing it not as a burden, but do it cheerfully and happily. See? And the most important thing, the human values. Mate sanghastu akarmani. Never retire in life. You may retire from the job, but don't retire in life. All those houses where the man takes premature VRS. VRS is an abbreviation of virus. See? So, when these people take the VRS and the man is sitting all the time at home, that lady is fed up. Right from morning onwards. आज ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए क्या बनेगा? मेरा सर खाओ. Then, while taking breakfast, lunch के लिए क्या बनेगा? There is no other theme except eat, eat, eat. Because whenever you are not busy, you get indulgent. If you are busy, you have no time even to eat. Therefore, human values are, do not retire yourself till the last moment of life. Be attentive. Will the mother ever retire by serving her child? She doesn't retire. Do we retire to serve our parents? Parents, you are old. No, I am retired. I will not do it. No. Retirement is for those who are doing job. Don't make life a job. Make life a celebration. And a celebration can happen only when we are expressing joy through our life. These are the human values. Now coming to the teacher and the student. If the teacher is inspired, then only he can motivate the students. If the teacher is not inspired, he cannot motivate the student. I'll tell you one of my experience in US. I went to some university for giving a talk. After my talk was over, we were sitting with the professor of philosophy in his cabin. And there the hall was upward steps, and there the chairs, etc. And American student sitting with a coke, with a girlfriend, feet on the table, and sitting like this and listening to Vedanta. And I had to look up to them, and they were looking down upon me. That was the scenario. And then the talk started. After my talk was over, I went to his room and all that, and he said, "Are you a magician?" I said, "Why?" "I am surprised." I said, "What is the surprise?" "None of the students left the room. When I give lecture, suppose there are 20 students, within 20 minutes, more than 90% students go, 1 or 2 only remain. How come they did not go? They attended the whole lecture. I said, don't ask me, ask them. What is the reason? Reason is, be attentive. When your words carry the meaning, then it has an impact on the listener. When our words do not carry meaning, it is only a noise. Take a simple example. Just on a paper, I write down stone, S-T-O-N-E, and make a laddu out of that paper and throw at this girl. So it will hit her. Will it hurt her? Only a paper ball. But then she will open that. Why Swamiji has thrown at me? Oh, he wants a stone. Okay, she puts a stone in that and makes a laddu and throws at me. Will it not hurt me? Because that word stone did not carry the meaning, therefore it had no impact. But when the same paper, the same word associated with the meaning makes an impact, is it not? Why students don't listen to us? Why our children don't listen to us? Because our words carry no meaning. The reason is we are not convinced of what we talk. See, friends, a teacher must be convinced of what is talking. Otherwise, while only giving the lecture, see, you should be happy, you should be dispassionate, you should be blah blah blah, and after the lecture is over, I am so miserable. No, such a useless person can never be a model to inspire the people. See, this is one of the most important things. One more example I tell you. This happened in Delhi many years before, maybe about 20-30 years before. There was one student who came in CBSE merit list in a school. So he was to be honored. So all the students and their parents were invited. I was invited to honor that student. So on the stage, like we are sitting, the management head of that institution, then the trustees, chief trustee, and then the principal, and then the head, the school teacher, and then the parents of that student, the student, and me. So many we are on the stage. So Swamiji, please you bless. I said, no, I will not. Last. First you start. So the management started. We are providing such a great information and facility. See the result. Our student has come in merit. Then the principal. We are providing good education. Therefore, he has come in merit. Everybody taking the credit. Parents. When my son used to study, I used to get up morning and make tea, coffee for him, and because of that he stood in the merit. Bab, the father, I have not spared anything. Whatever he wanted, I gave. Therefore, he came in merit. Now, two persons were remaining, myself and a student. So, I said, now you talk. So the people said, no, Sergeant, now you should talk. You will talk last. I said, okay, I will talk. I said, my dear student, you are good for nothing. You succeeded only because of these people. See, they never respected, I will tell like this. Everybody is taking the credit. Then I told him, now I request the student to talk. Now listen his words. He said, what I am today. So beautifully he spoke. There is one teacher, Mrs. Varghese. I still remember the name. And he said, when I joined the school, I was in class 3 or 4. She was not teaching us. She was the teacher for the 10th and 12th standard. But somehow or the other, I used to like her. Now and then, she will casually, to every student, she will come and pat and talk, hello, this, that. Take loving care for every student, whosoever. Slowly, I started developing great respect, honor for her. Then, I had only one theme in my life. I should make her happy. See, and thereafter I was studying only for this purpose. Mrs. Varghese should be happy, not the parents. That is an ideal teacher. See, friends, because she was carrying the meaning in her words. Our words are like a blank paper. Therefore, friends, human values are not from the books. They are from the heart. They are not from the brain. They are from the understanding. And this can happen if we have dug deep in our own personality. At what level we are living? Are we surface swimmers? Or are we deep divers? And when we are deep divers, we talk from the core of our good being. And then alone we become a source of inspiration for all those who are around us. Simply telling somebody, do this, do that, nothing will happen. Today, what is the problem of the whole new generation is only this. The problem is, we do not have any ideal to follow. See, before independence, there were great heroes in front of us. Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, or Vivekananda, great. Today, see, now, they have no place to get inspired. Parents never teach the children how to think. Schools never teach how to think. Colleges, they never teach anything. See, so the first thing we all have to learn how to think. See, like everything we have to learn, is it not? How to make chapati, you have to learn. How to drive a car, you have to learn. How to write a letter, you have to learn. But when it comes to thinking, just look within yourself. Have we ever learned thinking? For us, because there are thoughts in our mind, we start thinking, I am a thinker. No. Because there are trees, does it mean it is a garden? Both the places, in the jungle as well as in the garden, both the places there are trees. But when we go in the jungle, we are afraid. We want to return back, lest we may get in some trouble. But when we go to the garden, we are so happy. What is the difference? The difference is, in jungles, the tree growth, vegetation growth is wild, no discipline. Any tree can grow anywhere. But when we go to the garden, every plant is selected, spaced, planted, pruned, irrigated, taken care of. Therefore, although they are the trees only, yet they are properly kept. Therefore, it becomes a joyful place to visit. Our mind, is it a jungle or a garden? Find out. When we go to jungle, we are afraid. Be attentive. We all suffer maximum because of ourselves. Suppose I suffer because of Dr. Hegde. I can run away. But if I suffer because of myself, jaun to jaun kahan? Where will I go? And you will see that most of us suffer exclusively because of ourselves. During this corona, that was the best period of my life, if you ask me. You can learn to be with yourself, happy and cheerful. But we are so fed up of ourselves. Therefore, we want all the time the phone. Or keep the buds in the... Because we want to run away from ourselves. Where will you run? Because we have not learned this simple art, how to think. And for that, we are given one mantra here. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. We are not required to get involved in everything in this world. Maintain your stamina of keeping quiet. Just for understanding, I give some data. 8 hours of physical work, energy consumption, is equal to 1 hour of speech, energy consumption. 8 hours of physical work and 1 hour of speech, same energy consumption required. Then 8 hours of speech and 15 minutes of intense thinking, energy requirement is same. How much energy we are wasting? All the time, worried. Sometimes you go in a public place, somebody is alone, in lawn or malls or airports. Suppose somebody is alone, just watch it. That is my hobby. What is he doing? Fed up, talking to himself. So we have to arrest this unwanted thinking. See, and when you are tired, you cannot be inspired. And to maintain this inspired mode in and through our life, arrest unwanted thinking. See, the human values are, we are a source of asset and not a liability. And we can be an asset if we have got the productive, creative energy. Therefore, try this simple technique. 2 things you try. I guarantee you, you will be tremendously benefited. Technique number 1. Do not talk to yourself. Give it a try right now. Next 1 minute. Do not talk to yourself. It is possible, is it not? Now, when we did not talk for 1 minute, did we lose anything? On the contrary, we have conserved our energy. To substantiate it, give one more stroke. Do not talk to yourself and listen to silence. Together. Begin. Stop. Now listen. When we were not talking, our activities were suspended, energy consumption reduced. When we were listening to silence, we were indifferent to the sounds. Therefore, energy consumption was curtailed. Net result is, our energy which is unnecessarily going here and there, that energy is conserved. Are we not experiencing the same thing? When you get out of good healthy sleep, there are 2 types of sleeps, healthy sleep and unhealthy sleep. When you get out of the sleep for the first time, that is the healthy sleep. But then thereafter, we look into the watch. Oh, it is only 9 o'clock. I got time till 11 o'clock. Oh, again we sleep. And that 2 hours of sleep, after that you wake up, that is unhealthy sleep. When you wake up, first time out of the sleep, jump out of the bed. See how energetic you are. Because for the whole last 6-8 hours, our activities were suspended, energy was completely conserved. That is why when we get out of the sleep, why we are fresh? It is like our phone. When we go to sleep, we put it for charging. Next day it is full. In the same manner, we go to sleep, we put ourselves charging to the divine. And again we become fully charged. These principles of our life, when they are known, we remain ever cheerful and happy. See, we can see our present Prime Minister. How many hours he works? See, it is not an accident. He is inspired, he is dynamic, yet he is cool. We also can. Only thing, if we practice this principle. And the last thought, we are all an ideal for someone or the other in this world. Bhagavad Gita tells, Yad yad acharati sreshtaha tatta deve taro janaha sayad pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. Every one of us is an ideal for someone or the other. No, I am just an ordinary rickshaw driver, what ideal. Don't say like that. How? In Bombay, I was going somewhere, traffic jam, we had to stop. So, on the side, there was one auto rickshaw parked. And there was one child sitting on the seat, and it was not moving, simply putting his hand and imagining that he is driving. So I had time, so I was talking to the child. I said, hey, you are driving so nice. Yes, I want to become like my father. Now for you and me, rickshawala is an ordinary person. But for that child, father is an ideal. Every one of us is an ideal for someone or the other. How we walk, how we talk. Upar wala dekh raha hai. CCTV is constantly watching you. See, friends. And when we are able to recognize this, then you see our life becomes humane. Then we become a source of motivation, inspiration for others. Yad yad acharati sreshtaha. We are definitely, every one of us is sreshta for someone or the other. Then, sa yad pramanam kurute. What is the authority of knowledge that we respect? See, the modern page 3 mothers, filthy rich people, their ladies, what is the literature that they read? Ewes Weekly, Cows Weekly, Buffaloes Weekly, all dirty pictures that they are reading. Now the children, do you think they will read Bhagavad Gita? Think, friends, we elders have to present ourselves as an ideal for the next generation. So, human values must start from our home to our working place and in the society wherever we move. Then the life is complete. And friends, this is a choice. We make our life or we mar our life. If life discovers fulfillment, we will have no regrets in life. In the old days, there are 2 regrets. I am telling you from Upanishad. Kimahagam papam akarvam iti, kimagam sadhuna karavam. When I was young, why did I go the wrong way? Now I am regretting, I should not have done that. When I was young, why did not I follow the right way? Regrets. And in the old age, you have got all the time at your disposal because of VRS, not busy. Then all the time frustrated. Bhagwan, why don't you take me away? He doesn't want useless people. You continue to suffer. See, friends, therefore, let us make our life a beautiful one so that we are at peace with ourselves. So a person who is at peace with himself or herself is at peace with the whole world. If we are not at peace with the world, the only reason is we are not at peace with ourselves. So the human values begin from this point. How are you with yourself? Frustrated, depressed, dejected, angry, jealousy, or at peace? The choice is ours. We decide whether we should follow this or continue where we are. Give it a try. It will help us. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.